All right, I would like to welcome Dennis Reed Jr. How you doing, sir?
Man, I'm good. Thank you for
Good.
having me,
Oh,
man.
come on, man. Come on. I'm listen, man. I'm so happy to have you. I've been waiting for a minute to talk to you and reach out to you, and I think it's time for the world, if they don't already know, the world to know who you are and what you represent, which is a lot of great things. And I know your work, as a lot of people do, and you're a very talented brother. And I'm just happy that you took the time to come on.
Man, thank you. No, I really appreciate the opportunity to be here.
Absolutely, absolutely. So I know you are from Charlotte.
Yeah.
I know you born and raised. Usually I ask people where you from, but I know you from Charlotte because you're a Charlotte boy.
Yeah.
Look. You definitely from Charlotte. You're a Charlotte boy. I'm a Brooklyn boy. But tell me, what was it like growing up in Charlotte, North Carolina?
All right, so we repping the 704. Listen, when you come down south, you already know you about to get that southern hospitality.
That's right.
And the beautiful thing about now, New York is the city of dreams. You go there to dream big, and it's the hustle and the bustle, and
Right.
you just looking at all the skyscrapers. Now, Charlotte is not that,
Right.
but it is a perfect combination of city and country life together because you can be downtown and looking at the skyscrapers and all of this, and there's so much major growth that's happening even now.
Right.
But then within 10 minutes, you can be passing some cows. You know what I'm saying? So I love Charlotte, the fact that we
Right.
got a little bit of both worlds. And
Right.
growing up in Charlotte, has been a treat, man. I grew up. My dad was a deacon in the Baptist church. My mom a deaconess in the Baptist church.
Okay.
They would take me to choir rehearsals with them.
Right.
So my first exposure to music was in the church environment, in the Black church environment, and being a musician, there's no greater training ground than the Black church.
That's right. That's right.
That's what I enjoyed growing up, and that morphed into me sitting on the pews watching my mom and dad sing. My dad, he didn't stay in the choir because he was like tone deaf. So he said, I'm gonna just go over here with the deacons and pray. But my mom, she kills it. She still sings to this day.
Right.
And then they both said, when I was a baby, it looked like I was trying to play the piano in the crib. So I took a natural inclination towards music, even though my older sister, was the one that they gave piano lessons.
Okay.
It was me that kind of had a natural gift for it. And so at an early age, bro, I started, playing in the church and even started teaching choirs around 10.
Okay. So you were really the foundation started, which is good. It started at home, man, and families. That's what it's all about. Thank God you were in a position to have that foundation, which is really important. Really,
Absolutely.
really important.
The foundation is everything, bro.
Yeah. Now you got into from growing up. Did you go to like a performing arts high school in Charlotte, or did you?
I did. Me and you were just talking about you going to the performing arts high school.
That's right.
Middle through high school, I went to Northwest School of the Arts here in Charlotte, North Carolina, and it was. I don't know if y'all remember, but magnet school programs was like a big to-do. It was like controversial at the time, but Northwest School of the Arts was one of the first magnet school programs that, specifically was for the gifted or the artistically skilled. You know what I'm saying? And honestly, man, those days really shaped me into the musician and to the person I am today.
Okay.
Because before going to the School of the Arts, I grew up on the east side of Charlotte.
Right.
Repping the 704 and all of that type of stuff. But it was in my church bubble.
Right.
So when I went to the School of the Arts, that was the first time that I saw like cross dressers. That was the first time.
Right. You saw the real deal.
I saw goss, like, you know what I'm saying? People dressing all black, looking like vampires. That was the first time that my environment had really been diversified.
Right.
And I thank God for that opportunity because it helped give me the skill sets, both artistically and socially, that I would need to be able to thrive in the arenas that I'm in today.
Yeah, that's known as a reality check.
Yeah, it's definitely a reality check. It is not
Right.
a HBCU.
That's right. That's right.
environment.
Yeah.
It was,
Yeah. Yeah. You had to. I mean,
everybody all mixed up.
I think it's good to see for people growing up in high school to see everything. What a lot of parents tend to do is hold their kids back from seeing life, and then they wind up running out there and they run wild and they get lost. And it's like a hurricane. They get lost in the spin. And all of a sudden, what happened? When did this happen? Why did this happen? But you had that foundation that your mom and dad gave you. And I think from what you just told me, your school was a launch pad, kind of like the school I went to in Brooklyn. You know, it was a launch pad for me musically. And I met some of my closest friends on earth from high school. And we're still friends to this day, you know, still friends.
And it's the same here, man. I am still friends. Like some of my, and I've seen my class of, you know, of students, like I've seen them thriving as musicians and artists right now. Like
Right.
one of my homeboys, Adrian Crutchfield, was one of Prince's main horn players.
Oh, wow.
He passed away. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm seeing some of my homegirls. They're actively on Ailey's, you know, Alvin Ailey's dance team right now.
Right.
I won't say dance team, but the company.
Sure.
Right now, don't come after me, y'all. But you know, and so you're exactly right. It was definitely a launching pad, and honestly, during those years too, as a teenager, I would say that I got my hands, you know, wet in classical music.
Right.
You know, choral music as well,
Yep.
but jazz, I was a part of that. I did my first musicals. So here I am,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? And,
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
from the hood, but in these musicals. And I mean,
Yeah.
oh, and by the way,
Uh-huh.
we did not, I don't know why this, can you hear?
I can hear you. Yeah. I got you. Don't worry about it. You good. You good.
But by the way, you know, we didn't have a sports team.
Okay.
So we were competitive in the arts.
Right.
That's what we took pride in. And that really, like you said, shaped me.
Right.
And probably shaped you.
Oh, absolutely, man. I mean, you know, like I was telling you before we came on, I mean, the school I went to in Brooklyn, Clive Davis was, he created Arista Records from an academic group called Arista. Barbara Streisand went to my school. Gabe Kaplan from Welcome Back, Kotter. I mean, Kedar Massenberg, who was the president of Motown Records. Harold Perry knew he was in Lost, and he was in what was it? Lost and what's the other one? The Matrix. He was in the Matrix. So I mean, we the people that I grew up with, it's the same situation where you're close to really good people, and at the end of the day, when you're able to take that launch pad, you had the foundation first, which was your mom and dad, and then you had the launch pad, which was a school. And throughout those years in high school, you were climbing the ladder to get to where you are now, which leads me to the music scene in Charlotte. Tell me about that music scene in Charlotte. I can't hear you.